Hey everybody, I'm Mermaid Man here, and today I'm coming at you guys with a tutorial on the Oblivion Gaming channel, and this is how to make thumbnails for your YouTube videos. Now this is actually a Minecraft thumbnail, but still, it'll work for anything. So what you're going to want to do is get a picture or a screenshot or whatever. I took a screenshot of my my world in Minecraft. Put my Skype on D&D real quick. So, yeah, as you can see, I got this shader picture. And, what you're going to want to do is open up Cinema 4D. I have Cinema 4D Studio R12, so I can't vouch for anything else, but I know it works with that. Cinema 4D. And then, you know, you're just going to want it to load up, and one thing I forgot to do is, when you have your picture, file, properties, 1920 by 1058. Okay, you got to figure out what the dimensions are. So Cinema 4D, you're going to want to put down a plane. Make it -z, and on the coordinates 1920 by 1050, what was it, 1056? 1058. Okay. And -z. +z works too, but -z just works better because it's not, or because then it'll be mirrored and actually work. So you don't want to make a material here. Turn off specular, you know, it needs that crap. And then you go to wherever your file is. Let me find it. Okay. And then what I recommend is maybe putting a glow, like the outer strength, bring it down, bring the inner strength way on down. And then you're just going to want to click and drag. So now, do a quick render preview. That looks good. So, go into our render settings real quick. Output 1920 by 1058. And we're going to have to resize this later in Photoshop, but that's not important. Then we're going to we'll just do PNG. And no, I prefer JPEG, honestly. And then I'll just turn anti-aliasing to best because I can handle it. And okay, it's just going to make it take longer to render is all it is going to do. So now if we look at this here, that looks really good, doesn't it? But that's not good enough. We're going to want to add in text. Put in text. Plays Minecraft. And then you're going to want a cool font. I'll just do my font from my intro. Yeah, that's cool, but gonna want to come here. If we just go ahead and render it, that's okay. I gotta bring it out farther. See, that won't even render in. But if we go to here and we go to Extrude Nurbs, click the text, drag till it has the down arrow, it makes it 3D. And that looks really good. But what we're going to probably want to do is Extrude Nurbs, Object, or we'll go to Caps, and make sure these here have caps. Okay, because if they don't have caps, it just looks like that, which is, I don't really like it. Fillet cap, whatever, fillet, however you want to say it, it's fine, but I prefer it this way. So, you know, that looks good, doesn't it? But then we're going to want to open this here, collar, Make it a nice limey green. Reflection. Bring it down. Texture. Fresnel. Now click and drag that onto the text. Now that looks good. And you may ask yourself, how is this different than my other tutorial if you've seen it? Well, my other tutorial was just how to do text. It didn't involve putting the picture in. Well, anyway, you're going to want to get this here lined up the way that you like it. Make sure the text is exactly where you want it to be. See how that looks there if we render it. Now das looks good. And there are other things you can do, just throw in different effects and whatnot. You could put lights in, but I think that really looks good. So render, add to render queue. I'll just save it to desktop. Just save. And then just hit start rendering. And it takes a couple seconds, but desktop. Now that looks good. Now what you're going to want to do is open up Photoshop or Paint or Paint.net or whatever you have. I have Photoshop. I use Photoshop. I like Photoshop. Even though it isn't Photoshop CS6, you click and drag to open that. Okay, so you click up here, image size 1280 by 720. Save as. Where plays Minecraft. .jpeg. Large file. Okay. Look at it. It's gonna look smaller from here, but see, it's smaller. But 720p is the biggest that a thumbnail can be in YouTube. So yeah, it looks pretty good. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know if this helped you. This has been I'm Mermaid Man. Please remember to comment, rate, and subscribe.